Good morning, 8th graders. We're going to go ahead and kind of take everything we've learned about similar figures and proportions to use them to find missing side lengths. So as long as we have similar figures and we have at least 3 side lengths between the two figures, we can find out something that's missing. So if we're given the triangle ABC, and we say it's similar to, so that's what that little squiggle means. That means it's similar to triangle LMN. And our first triangle ABC, it's not going to be a right triangle, but it will look like this. So there's one side. Okay, and that will be ABC, and then we'll have another one. It's a little bit smaller and is rotated, and that's going to be figure LNM. So for figure ABC, we have 2 of the side lengths. We have 24 inches and we have 36 inches. And then for L and M, we only have one of them. So we have a variable X representing the side we don't know, and the other one is 16 inches. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to take the corresponding sides. So if we look, we have corresponding sides BC and NM. So everything should go from one triangle to the other because we're trying to create a ratio between the two. So we have 24, and we're creating a ratio with the corresponding side 16. So that's where we're starting. Since those two are similar, we can create a ratio of the side lengths, and we're going to form a proportion because we know the ratio of those 2 side lengths is also going to be the same as the ratio of the other 2 side lengths. So when we write our other ratio, we want to make sure we have the correct things lined up. So if you notice, we've got the first numerator of 24. That is from the first triangle. So maybe we can highlight in color and make sure we notice. So we've got the first triangle, which is 24 inches. So we need to make sure we also have the length from the first triangle in the second fraction, which is 36 inches. So they've got to match up. And then we have 16 from the second triangle, which means we need X from the second triangle. So those need to be the same as well. So we'll highlight those in pink. Okay, so we have in yellow, or highlighted in yellow, we have the first triangle's information, and highlighted in pink we have the second triangle's information. And since we have a proportion, we can go ahead and solve it. We're going to use our cross products like we've been doing. So we should have X times 24, or 24X, and 16 times 36. So you might need to do some side work and figure out what 16 times 36 is. So for the side work, 16 times 36. So 6 times 6 is 6, carry the 3. 6 times 1 is 6, or plus 3 is 9. And then 3 times 6, 3 times 1. Okay, so 576. And then to solve for X, we need to divide by 24 on both sides. So 576 divided by 24, go ahead and do that on the side as well. So let me make some space. So 576 divided by 24. 24 goes into 57 2 times. And when you subtract, you get 9, and we need to bring down our 6. And 24 goes into 96 4 times, and that goes in evenly. So that means X equals 24. That means that missing side length the missing side length x is going to be 24. So we just figured that out. Okay, let's try another one. We could also have some odd figures. We've got an odd quadrilateral is what we're going to work with next. So try to make it as accurate as you can. Might not be perfect. Okay, so there's one of our figures. That's figure LMNP. So LMNP. And that figure LMNP is going to be similar to, so we need our similar to sign, QRST. So QRST is just a little bit smaller. So Q, R, S, and T. And they give us 3 of these side lengths. So 45 millimeters, 25 millimeters, and then in figure QRST we've got 27. And we don't know what SR is. That's what we're going to be looking for. So we need to make sure that we set up everything with our corresponding sides. So side LM corresponds with QR, so that's what we're going to put in our ratio. LM over QR. And we're going and starting with our first figure again, and NM corresponds with SR. So that's how we're going to start it. So 45, we're just going to substitute in 45 over 27, and that's going to be equal to 25 over x. And you can use your cross products to solve. So 45x, and then 27 times 25. So do some side work. 5 times 2 is 10, plus 3 is 13, 14, 4, 5. So 5, 7, 6. So 675. And then to solve for x, you should know, divide by both sides. And 675 divided by 45. Let's make some extra room. You can do your side work. Okay, 45 goes into 67 only one time, with the remainder of 22, and then we need to bring down our 5. And 45 goes into 225 5 times, and that goes in evenly. So that means x equals 15. So you can look x right here, that equals 15 millimeters. And we always have our units, can't forget those.